Hello again. Welcome to our fifth lecture. Last time we spoke about the Coe's law. As I study and also as I learn about mind education is totally different from motivational speech. Mind education is a real concept that can be applied in our day-to-day life. Mind education is helping us to go beyond ourselves and also learn a new way, create a new path in our life. Through the Coe's law, we are able to understand mind education is the world of moving your heart. As we learned that if you are able to move your heart from this level to another level, then you can be able to live even in a bigger and also a brighter way. Your situation at home, your condition at school, your IQ, all these things, they are not relative to your success. Your success only relies on what kind of mindset do you possess. Your happiness relies on what kind of mindset you possess. Even your sadness, even your joy, it relies on what kind of mindset that you have. Today, I want to speak about this one person that I know. If you go on to internet, he has done so many motivations and also educations in high schools and also in universities. But this man is very strange. From his physical appearance, just like the country of South Korea we spoke about, he doesn't have the ability to become happy. He doesn't have the conditions to be joyful. But this man is living a very happy and also joyful life. This man is called Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is from Australia. Born without arms, without legs. He has a very famous slogan that goes all over the internet. It says, no arms, no legs, no worries. Through this phrase, he is speaking to many, especially students who face stereotypes because of color, because of their height. There's so many bullying that occurs in high school. So in the high school life, many people, they get affected psychologically. So Nick is in this business of helping such students to be able to overcome through sharing his experience. When he was born to his family, the father of Nick had a very clear and also a bright mindset. The father of Nick, he led Nick to go to a normal school. If you have such a child, which school do you think you can be able to take him to? Maybe to a special school. But the father took Nick through a normal school. So he considered this son as a normal child. And growing up, even up to the age of 6, up to the age of 10 years, he still had so many thoughts of committing suicide. But one day, as he was together with his father introduced him as a normal child to other students, to other pupils to play together with him. So from that time, Nick considered himself as a very normal child. And also, through his growth, actually, now Nick Vujicic, after many years, he has grown into a family man, and also he has his own kids too. Nick also is involved in so many sporting activities. He knows how to swim, he does golf, he plays soccer. For such a kind of a person, Nick does not have a condition to be happy. He doesn't have a condition to live a happy life. But how come he could be able to live this kind of a happy life? In one of the videos that I will show you next, he says, I have no arms, I have no legs, but I have no worries. It means for him, his condition does not limit, does not make him to live bound to a certain situation. In this, he has a very strong mind. The mindset that he can be able to go over difficulties and also go over burdens. As we spoke about the Coe's law, because he is in a situation where he has to face challenges, then his mindset was built out to become very, very strong. Now going all over the world, he is speaking to people about hope because he is a very hopeful person. Also, he says, I'm the world's happiest person. Not many people can be able to say we or I am the world's happiest person.
I wasn't ready. I have no arms and no legs, but I'm very thankful that I have my little chicken drumstick here. People freak out when they see me for the first time. It's so cool. I was at a water slide all by myself. Everyone obviously at the bottom of the slide is looking up and waiting for other people to come down, and here I come and they're freaking out. They're like, you know, like this. And I was so tempted to look at myself and go, what happened? You know? And there were times where I sort of looked at my life and thinking, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. And you keep on concentrating on the things that you wish you had or the things that you wish you didn't have. And you sort of forget what you do have. And there's no point, I believe, in my life where I wish I had arms, legs, I wish I had arms, legs, I wish I had arms, legs, because wishing won't help. But what I've seen in life are just a couple key principles, and the first thing that I've seen is to be thankful. It's hard to be thankful, man. I tell you, when I was 8 years old, I sort of summed up my life and thought, I'm never going to get married, I'm not going to have a job, I'm not going to have a life of purpose. What kind of a husband am I going to be if I can't even hold my wife's hand? It's a lie to think that you're not good enough. It's a lie to think that you're not worth anything. One more. Woo! It's freezing, I can't feel my hands. I love life. You know, so many people come and say, how come you smile so much? And I'm like, well, it's a long story. But it's very simple at the same time. You see, it's very hard to smile sometimes in life. There are things that happen that you don't know and you don't understand, and you don't know if you're going to get through it. You know, you go through your storms in life and you don't know how long this storm is going to be. And today I want to share with you some principles that I've learned in my life that you can use in yours. Being patient is beautiful. I tell you, it's the hardest thing. But I realize I may not have hands to hold my wife's hand, but when the time comes, I'll be able to hold her heart. I don't need hands to hold her heart. You know, it is scary to know how many girls have eating disorders. It is scary to know how many people are just angry at life because of their situation at home and angry at others. It's scary to know how many people actually feel like they're worth nothing. Every single girl right here, right now, I want you to know that you are beautiful. You are gorgeous just the way you are. And you boys, you're the man.
So in one of his quotes, Nick, he says, God won't allow anything to happen in your life if it is not good for you. So for him, he knows very well, even though he has such a condition, God did not allow him to face this condition if it is not good for him. So for him, being born without arms, without legs, is a condition that even he believes that God allowed it for his own good. But many people, when they face certain situations, they fall into despair, they fall into situations that they cannot be able to overcome. So mindset, as we said, is the world where we learn how to move our heart. In our first lectures, I said we learn how to navigate within our heart because we have all the options for us to be able to become happy, to become successful, to be able to lead even other people. But the problem is, because we could not be able to learn how to move our heart, then it has become a very big problem. So we can be able to move our mind from negativity to positivity. We can also be able to move our mind from difficulties and think as happy people. We can be able also to move our heart from that hatred that is arising us to live with love. Also, we can be able to come out of sadness just by moving our heart to a situation of joy. So mind education, as we learn how to move our heart, one by one, we become more and more happy. In Japan, there is a bay called the Aomori Bay. This bay is very famous in the production of apples. In 1991, Aomori faced a storm that carried the 3/3 of all the apples into the ground. So only a third of the apples remained on the trees. The destruction that was left behind by this storm made so many farmers to get discouraged. So many farmers, they gave up. So many farmers, they were crying, they were weeping because of the storm. This was the worst storm that ever happened in the history of the Aomori Bay as they were doing the apple farming. So in 1991, during this period, so many farmers, they entered into sadness and also they entered into stress and also depression. But during that process, there was a farmer who had a very different mindset from all others. This one farmer was able to lead these people to be able to come out of this sadness through a different mind. So it is not, the world of mind is not about only you yourself. The world of mindset can be able to change your society, change even the greater part of the world. So in mind education, we say if you change your mind, you can be able to change the society around you. If you change the society, ultimately, you'll be able to change the whole world. In the next lecture, I will be able to explain to you about how these people were able to overcome the destruction that was caused by the storm in 1991. Then you'll be able to see this relationship with the world of mindset. We'll finish our class here. See you next time.